Love and fear. What you do may not be. No, what you do is perfect. Even if it's a perfect mistake, it's still perfect. It's that the creator is perfect. What he do is perfect. The true vibration is this. There's two belief systems that we have. Thank you, Sister Nat. Thank you. There's two belief systems that we have. We have a belief system that when we believe it, which is the lie that we believe, it lowers our vibration. And there's another belief system that when we believe it, it increases our vibration. And so we have two different ones. And we must know when we are believing a lie or when we are believing the truth. It's really two. So the lie is when I'm not good enough. Oh, because I started to record somewhere else, so I couldn't carry music there. The lie, if we believe the lie, our energy will go as low as the lie. Do you see what I'm saying? Give me, what happened with this? Our energy will be with the lie. It will be a lower vibrational. It will be a lower vibrational feeling worthless, feeling angry, feeling like you're not enough. That's believing a lie. You are believing something that's not true. Janae, how are you doing? When you believe the truth sets you free. So when I learned this, I had to realize my anger, my resentment, all them energies was built on a lie. So I had to learn or find out what lie was I believing. When somebody left me, I had to ask myself, what lie was I believing that made me feel like I wasn't good enough, that no other woman would want me, that I wouldn't do this and I wouldn't succeed. I had to see which lie I was believing because my energy was that low. And so when I learned that, sure, please do. Please do. But ain't nobody there yet though. But when I learned that, I was like, you know what? Let me redo all my belief systems. Let me remove all my belief systems. Let me start over. Because a lot of these belief systems that we have ain't true. You believe that you ain't perfect. You believe that you're good as filthy rags. You believe that you will never be perfect. You will never be right. You will never be healed. You will never be. And when you start believing those things, you start making stupid excuses for what you are doing. Okay. When you start believing those things, you begin to make silly decisions. You know, like I call this 2025. I call this 2025. I call it the year of freedom. The year of freedom. Okay, got you. The year of freedom. When we release ourselves against all these things. We need to reprogram ourselves. We believe in a lie. You see all them feelings that we be having? Michael, what's going on? You see all those feelings that we be having? All those insecurities, and it's because we believe in something that's not true. Somebody told you that's nonsense and you believe it. You picked it up, and you've been carrying those things from childhood. You've been carrying those things from childhood, and now when somebody says something and you would easily believe it, so you get angry and you get emotional. And that's what Miranda was talking about. That's what Miranda was talking about. We believe because it's already in our minds. And so we got to be careful. Hey, Jamisha. You know, I was talking the other day about freeing ourselves, right? About freeing ourselves. This is the year of freedom. And what I was talking about freeing ourselves is time to clean our emotions. I think I was at number 8 or number 9. It is time to open our hearts. And this is where I will start out today. It's time to open our hearts. Hey GM, how are you doing? It is time to open our hearts. Our hearts are closed. Our hearts is giving us sick. Our heart is making us sick, right? Our heart is just making us suffer. Our heart is making us insecure. Our closed hearts, man, are just miserable. And it's creating all these diseases. Brian, what's going on? All these sicknesses, all this sadness, all this misery. It's creating all our connections. All our connection to the people that we don't want. It's creating all these suffering, man. Our hearts are closed. And if we want to start this new year off right, if we want to start this life, this journey off right, we must open our hearts. If we want to find love again, the way to find love is to open our heart again. If you want to find that partner, the only way to find that partner is to reopen our hearts. If we want to find that peace, we have to open our hearts. If we want to find self-love, our hearts must be open. It starts from the heart. The heart must be open. And many times we are so afraid to open our hearts, like I said, because we are afraid of getting hurt all over again. Because we know if we get hurt one more time, we don't know how we're going to survive it this time, right? There are many of us right now. That if you think that if you get hurt one more time, thank you, JJ. Hey, Monique, if you get hurt one more time, you don't know what you're going to do. You don't know how you're going to come back. You don't know how you're going to make it. Many of us say, if I get hurt one more time, I don't know if I can come back. And so you put your trust in people. And you put your trust in everybody but you. Because you think, if I love again, if I'm with another man, if I'm with another woman, and they hurt me again, I don't know if I could make it. And that's because your trust is outside of you. You see, we have been walking this past few years with our trust on the outside of us. We have been walking. We have been walking this past few years with our trust outside of us, with our hearts outside of us. And we have to understand what we are doing. The heart is the most deceitful thing when it's closed. I do, fear soul, I do. I actually have some behind me. See one right there? The heart is the most deceitful things because look at what we feed it. We feed it lies. We feed it all these stupid belief systems. We feed it trash. We feed it anger, malice, judgment. That's why, listen, it only gives us what we give it. The heart gives you what you give it. Whatever you give to life, life gives you back. I don't know why we think that we can feed our hearts with anger and malice and judgment. Hey, Aura. We can feed our hearts with a bunch of lies and judgment and insecurities, and we think that the heart's going to be honest. No, we can't feed the heart. It is your responsibility to feed. It is your responsibility to feed your body proper food. That is in your responsibility to put gas in your car. And it's your responsibility to put the thoughts and the feelings into your heart so that when you're not doing it, the heart gives you back. It's called investment. Good night, Giselle. It's called an investment. You have to give it back. It gives you back it's like the mind. You feed the mind a bunch of trash, it gives it back to you. Here you go. That's what an investment really is. In 2025, a part of the investment of freeing ourselves on this journey is about opening up your heart again. But let me tell you this, right? When you open up your heart, I'm telling you, when you open up your heart, watch out for these things. Watch out for people coming back. Watch out for your ex coming back. Watch out for your ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, and wife coming back. And you don't even understand why they're coming back. Because the way how they left you was terrible. They left you so mean. They were so destructive when they left. They broke you. And now when you begin to open up your heart, they can just appear. Hey, I was just thinking about you. And you don't understand why. You don't understand why. You will never get why. You will never get why. You will never get why. How do you open up your heart? I think one of the biggest things to open up our hearts is forgiveness, trust. Forgiveness and trust. Forgiveness and trust. Forgiveness is like that. It's like you pulling that. You see, like when you see like those old, well, see like those lawnmowers. When you pull on that wire, it starts up, and you pull it again, and it starts. That engine starts. Forgiveness is what starts your heart up. Forgiveness, because the reason why it broke was because we harbored a whole bunch of things that wasn't forgiveness. Kiona, how you doing? And then breathe like your heart has nostrils. Also work wonders. I'm telling you. For how long can we forgive? Listen, you just forgive. Listen, but just because you forgive somebody doesn't mean that you have to keep them there. Starburst, how you doing? Belinda, good evening. Just because you forgive somebody doesn't mean that you have to keep them there. We don't keep nobody there. Pray for you. What's going on? A lot of us are a lot stronger than we think we are. It doesn't mean that things get back to normal just because you forgive. It doesn't mean that things will go back to normal. It doesn't mean that things will restart. It doesn't mean that you will stay. It doesn't mean that we're going to be together again. It doesn't mean that everything's going to come back to normal. It doesn't mean, listen, I'm telling you all, it doesn't mean that things are going to be beautiful. It means that you have released them. It means that you let them be them. Negra, how are you doing? It means that you now don't suffer the things that they have done. It means that you allow them to be them, and no matter what. But when you forgive, sometimes you have to create distance too. When you forgive, it sets your mind free. Thank you, Belinda, thank you. When you forgive, it sets your mind free. But it's time to open up our hearts so that we hold on to ourselves. You know, we don't hold on to ourselves. We only open our hearts to hold on to others when they come. Ain't that something? Let me say that again. We have learned to open up our hearts when somebody is around, or when we have kids, when we have a pet, when we have somebody who comes into our life who's handsome or who's pretty, who gives us good sex, who feels good. And that's when we have learned to open it. And if that's why we open our hearts, we're going to suffer. Because he who brings it can take it with them. He who brings it, he or she who brings it can take it with them when they leave. I'm telling you. If love only comes when somebody else is in the mix, that's not love. It's confusion. Many of us, we don't realize that love only shows up when somebody else shows up. Now, we have taken up this thing. We have taken up this thing and we say it's self-love. We say it's self-love. It's self-love. We have self-love. It's not how you have self-love when you haven't forgiven yourself. But if you love him, you forgive him. If you love her, you forgive her. If you love your kids, you forgive your kids. Can I ask you a question? Do you still carry grudges for your kids when they do something crazy? Spoke to others the same way we spoke to ourselves. We still have the friends we do. The answer is no. Then talk to yourself as your own friend. Indeed. Somebody get hurt because they are expected to love when someone is around. Indeed. I just asked a question and I totally forgot the question that I asked. What did I ask? I forgot what I asked because I read those comments. Do you still carry grudges for your kids when they screw up? No, we don't. We don't carry grudges. Yet you love yourself, but you don't forgive yourself. Yeah, you love yourself and you don't forgive yourself? You love yourself, and you can't you love yourself. You know, when the scripture says love holds no records of wrong, yet you still feel guilty. What are you guilty of? Because you are thinking the wrong things. Listen, here it is right here. Let me hit that thing. I can't do it from here. Love holds no records of wrong, yet. Shoot. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'll be right back. People left me for dead, literally, so I have been numb and in survival mode. We'll refer back to this live. Listen, people didn't leave you for dead. People just left you. Nothing stays with you that's not supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? No. Come on. People didn't leave you for dead. People just left you. Nobody can be there when you're not supposed to be there. You know, like I said before, you know, everybody, you know, you can't take everybody where you go. And guess what? We can't take everybody where we go, but they can't take us either where they're going. And sometimes they have to leave us. It's not personal, it's business. It's called, it's not personal, it's journey. You know what I mean? It's not personal, it's journey. Ain't none of this personal. It feels like it's personal because you are in the, you know, in the simulation, and it feels like it's so personal. Listen, you understand that you are in a story. You in somebody's story, you in everybody's story that you know, that you speak to, you in their story, you in your own story, you in a whole bunch of different stories at the same time. And it feels real because the stimulation is real. You feel stimulated constantly. And so it feels like you are, do you know that when you are dreaming, you really believe that you are actually living that for real? Sometimes when you are in your dreams, you don't know that you are dreaming. Sometimes in your dream, you have no idea that you're dreaming. That's why you're running for your life. That's why you're doing what you are doing. And if you're making love in your dream, it is so real that the body does what it does in your real life. The body is just, sometimes you're doing things in your dream and the body is, you begin to groan, you begin to move, and because it feels real. And so when you're in this simulation that we call life, this third dimension that we are in, it feels so real that we are in somebody's story because we are connected based on our emotions and our feelings. And so when we are in these feelings, it feels like this is real. And so we take it personally. And it's not meant to be personal. It's meant to be experience. The experience is real. But how you take it is on you. You have to learn to take things in a way that benefits you. We have to learn to attach. We have to learn to take things in a way how it benefits us, not the way how it hurts us. Everything, there's a seed in everything. The seed could benefit you or it could hurt you. It can heal you or it can hurt you. But when you look at only things that we can hurt us, we suffer more. Many of us are going to suffer more. Many of us suffer more. You know why we suffer more? Some of us are going to suffer more than the other. Do you know why? Because we have the mindset to suffer. It's not because the other person don't go through things. It's just they don't see things the same way. Changing of seasons, indeed. That sounds like a bad wet dream. Or a good one. But the heart must be open. You have to forgive. You know, forgiving them is not about them, it's about you. Yeah? Forgiveness has nothing to do with them. It's about you. It's about being your true self. When you hold on to resentment, you can't be authentic. You know, we say authentic Being your authentic self is your strongest power. How you say the word authenticity? Authenticity. I know I can't say the word right. I know how to spell it. Saying it is different. Authenticity. You know what I mean? Being authentic is your strongest power. Yet, yeah, I know the word. I just can't say it. Authenticity. Yeah, I think that's what we say. But how can you be authentic? How can you be authentic when you can't get back to the beginning? When you can't get back to neutral? When you can't reset? Does that make sense? If you can't reset back to factory settings, how can you be authentic? Then you're not be. Then you're not. We say these things, right? Authenticity. You gotta be authentic. Be you, but be who? Be you who? Because if you are you now, you carrying anger, you carrying grudges, you carrying hurt, you carrying pain. Is that authentic? Authenticity is going back to factory settings. Just like how you came is how you gotta go. You can't. Everybody is saying the same things, but nobody is looking deeper. Authenticity is the strongest power. Are you authentic? Are you carrying hurt, pain, grudges, insecurities, anger, resentment? If you're carrying those things, how authentic, how factory can you be? Because when you came in this world, you was authentic. You had no enemies, you had no friends, you had no grudges, you had no anger, you had no resentment. You was just authentic. This is why the scripture said we must go back to as a child when we get rid of all these beliefs, all this crap, and start over. This is what the scriptures talk about. You gotta be authentic. Lynn Lee, how you doing? Do you believe you can stay friends with someone who you have feelings for when you know that it's just the wrong time in both your lives? Lisa Maria, I think as adults, we can stay friends with anybody. I think we have to understand that as adults and as grown people with options, we don't have to do anything. If I have feelings for you and I'm friends with you, doesn't mean that I want anything with you. Doesn't mean that I want you. If I like you or have feelings. Remember, if you have feelings, listen, don't you have feelings for somebody in your work? Hey, Julia, have you ever had feelings for somebody at work, but not the feelings that you like, the feelings that you want to punch them in their mouth? You ever had those feelings? It's feelings, right? See, we can't look at feelings as one way, especially feelings for someone. Have you ever, at work, have you ever had feelings for somebody that you want to punch them in their mouth? And that you want to just punch them? That you just want to just choke them from the back? Well, do you do it? I bet you don't do it. Right? I bet you don't do it. Don't you maintain yourself every time you see them, because you know you're gonna lose your job. You're gonna do this. You're gonna get written up. So you know what you do? You just go your way. So if I have a woman who's my friend who I have feelings for, it's not a bad thing or a good thing. I can still maintain myself and do nothing. See, just like how you want to punch that person that you have feelings for, negative, as you call it, negative feelings, which is same feelings, just like how you want to punch them but you don't, you could want to do something but you don't either. It's the same thing. So you can be friends with somebody. Now, I'm answering this question based on the idea that we have self-control, the idea that we are adults, and the idea that we have discipline. If you have no discipline, no self-control, everything's gonna be difficult. You're gonna lose your job, your spouse, your partners, your this, your that. That's because we lack self-control. But feelings, having feelings for someone doesn't mean anything. Many people think it does, but it doesn't. Having discipline. Remember, everything stems from the inside. Everything stems from the inside. When we have self-control and discipline, it doesn't matter what we feel. Do you get what I'm saying? Your teachings, when you are sitting still is when you are ready for the teacher. I learned to go within to find the answer. I love it. I love it. It goes for controlling that lust too. Yep. Casey said, yeah, I'll be balancing the pros and cons in my head. So quick about holding my tongue at work for discipline over my own emotions. I'm telling you. But I'm telling you all, man, when I learned that nobody is responsible for my peace, for my happiness, for my body, for my health, for my flow. I want us to, today, let's make this topic be no one is responsible. Can we write it on the screen? Can everybody write this on the screen? If you're listening to me and you're hearing my voice, the sound of my voice, can you write down, no one is responsible for my flow? No one is responsible for my flow. No one is responsible for my flow. And what that means, that flow of God within me, you call it energy. I call it God, right? Because there's no difference. There's no separation. You can't separate God from energy. You can't. You can say that. You can want to, but you can't. You can't separate energy from God. Because when energy leaves you, or when God leaves you, the same thing happens. You die. So therefore, there must be one of the same. There must be one of the same. When the energy leaves me, or when God leaves me, I'm no more. Right? So nobody should have the power to say something, do something, be something, to have you constrict or restrict that flow of energy from your toes to your head. That spine. You see, that spine is a communication tool. When you have that energy, it flows up your spine. That's why all the chakras are inside or straight up, aligned with your spine. That energy, that communication, that intelligence flow up your spine. Information is flowing constantly. And when somebody pisses you off, you get... And when you give that tension, you stop the energy. That means God, no matter what you say, no matter how you pray, if you stop the energy from flowing. See, don't put nobody over your energy, your flow. Don't let nobody put no restriction in your flow because now you got pain. Now you got, your back hurts. Now your neck hurts. Now your toe hurts. Now your ankle sprained. Now you just, oh my God, the flow is restricted. What's up, Mamad? How you doing? How can you mind control the upcoming emotions? You don't have to mind control anything. You choose your emotions. You don't have to mind or control anything. Yes, listen, some things are gonna affect you. No more codependency. I don't want to have the time. Exactly. Things are gonna, listen, I'm not telling you that you're not gonna be angry. Please, 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 please. You're gonna be angry. And you're gonna be upset sometimes. And you're gonna be sad sometimes. And you're gonna be frustrated sometimes. And sometimes you're gonna, naturally, things are gonna hit you. You remember you are in a three-dimensional world where time and space exist. So things are gonna hit you, and you're, oh shoot! Damn! That hurts. Right? Because that's where we at. That's where we reside. But when you see it hits you, and when you see the energy begin to you can tell when energy becomes stuck. Can you tell when energy becomes stuck? We can tell when the flow becomes restricted. We can tell. Because you wake up the next morning, you're tired. Right? You wake up the next morning, you tired as hell, ain't you? You wake up the next morning, your kneecap just, oh, my knee, what did I do? Did you ever wake up and don't know how you busted your knee, but you didn't hit nothing? You didn't do nothing? You didn't fall? Wow, pain in my knee. I guess I'm getting old, right? And you say, I guess I'm getting old. Ain't that what y'all be saying? I guess I'm getting old. Boy, I'm 45 years old now. I guess it's old. It's not. Because you're getting old. You wake up the next morning, you're, oh, my neck's stiff. I can't turn. Hey, Kirk. Oh, shoot. Let me turn my whole body around. Yeah, what's up, man? Are you good? All right, man. All right. What's wrong with your neck? Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know what happened to it. I think I slept wrong. Nah, the energy that you've been carrying. You have a beautiful night, Lisa. Sleep well. Sleep well. That's being human, but we can work on how well we process our own emotions. That's what emotional intelligence is about. Nobody, listen, 2025, if we can learn this one practice, if we can mean this, if we can mean it and mean it again. Thank you, Belinda. Thank you, my dear. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You all are such blessing people. Thank you so much. Can you help us release that energy when it happens? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I can help you release it by saying this one thing. Thank you. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let me show you how the mind works. Subconscious and the body. The mind and the body. When the mind or the body, let's say this right here. Hey, thanks, Brian. Let's say you walk in and somebody put their hands up like they're about to fight you. Naturally, your body goes in protection mode. Naturally, hey, Speedy, your body goes in protect. You begin to, listen, it's a fast reaction. It's very quick. That's why things don't go into your eye that easily. If something sparks and your eyelashes and your eyes will just protect your eyeball because it's so quick responses. You respond so quick, you don't even realize it because you're not doing it on your own. You are doing it based on the program that you have been using over all this time. The body has a own program that is shut everything off. Somebody ghosted you, you close your heart. Somebody did you wrong, you shut off. Somebody did this, you protect yourself. Naturally. Thank you, Belinda. You gone already? So can you help us release the energy? What happens is when something happens that you see as a threat, that the mind sees as a threat, disappointment, anger, and you see a threat, the body tense up. The tense part. I'm going to tell you how to release it. When you experience that tense, energy is strict. Energy is restricted because now you are tense. When you are tense, your breath, your breathing change, or your breath work change, your heart beats faster, and you go in protection mode, meaning you are in fight or flight. Bam! Tense. That means I don't need nothing. When I'm tense, my body assumes that I am under a threat. If I'm under a threat, I don't need no energy to go into my heart. Because I don't think about love when I'm being chased by a zebra or a monkey or a dinosaur, right? And you hold your breath, facts. You hold your breath. I don't need to love you because I'm being chased by a criminal. It's not the time to love. So energy is restricted from my heart. Okay? It's restricted. My kidneys, I don't need that right now. My livers, I don't need it. My mind, I don't need it. I don't need those things. I need energy to go to my arms and my legs for run or flight. Fight or flight reflex or hide. Because I'm tense. So my tension restrict energy from this area, from my spleen area. Everything here now is open. I have no armor. Do you get it? I have no armor. That's why we keep getting hurt and hurt and hurt and hurt and hurt. Because we are in fight or fight reflex. We are in survival mode. Do we understand that? When you are in survival mode, you don't need energy flowing to your heart. That's why a lot of times you start to have issues with your lungs. Your blood pressure changes. That's why your heart is messed up. You have pain in your chest. Why? Because over here, energy doesn't need to come here. Energy is in your arms and your legs. Fight or flight. And when we understand that we're under attack, when we see somebody says this or do this, you release it. How do you release it? Notice that when I do my meditations, I say first thing first, breathe. Yeah, Casey. Let's try it. Go ahead and breathe. Breathe into your nose. If you breathe into your nose slowly, 3 to 5 seconds, in, 3 to 5 seconds out. That tells the body, if you think about it, that tells the body you are not running from nothing. You are present. You breathe in that. That means you're running from something. If you breathe through your nose, 3 to 5 seconds in, and out. That tells the body, slow down, relax, slow down, slow down. The body begins to slow down. By itself, you don't have to be strong. You ain't got to be great. You ain't got to be powerful. You ain't got to be amazing. You just got to be willing. So first thing first, start with your breath. In slowly, out slowly, through your nose. This is how you release. Second thing, number 2. When you relax, when you begin to focus on your breath, you want to tell each of your body parts to relax. Go ahead. As you exhale, every time you exhale, start with the neck and go down to your toes. My neck is relaxed. And as you speak out loud, the neck can hear it. I know you all don't believe this. I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds corny. I know it sounds terrible. But when you speak, your body can hear. Your body is always listening. Your body can hear. When you say my neck is relaxed, your neck says, oh man. It imagines relaxation. And then you say, my shoulders are relaxed as you exhale. My shoulders are relaxed. You drop your shoulders. You remove the tension from this area. You have to remove tension. You remove tension. My shoulders are relaxed. As I exhale, I relax, drop them, tension is lifted. Seriously. Come down some more. My chest is relaxed. My chest is relaxed. Exhale. Imagine there's nothing there. Nothing is there. My stomach is relaxed. Imagine there's nothing there. It feels empty, free. As a matter of fact, you might start hearing your stomach rumble. Why? Because now your focus is on your stomach. Your attention goes in your stomach. See, wherever my attention goes, my energy flows. Can we say this? Wherever my attention goes. Hey, Chesney, the reason why you want to pay attention to all your body parts is because wherever my attention goes, my energy flows. And when energy flows to those areas, it breaks up that stagnant, disturbed energy that's there. When energy flows there, it means it releases on its own. Tag team, how are you doing? It begins to move by itself. Does that make sense? Wherever my attention goes, my energy flows. Wherever my attention goes, my energy flows. And all you have to do is go all the way down. And I know it's something that you all don't want to do because you think it's time consuming, you think it's boring, but if you want to release it, if you want to do something, you will do it. It's just some of us are so lazy that we don't really want to do it because we think it's too time consuming. But when you practice this on a regular basis, naturally the body does it on its own. Remember, you're giving the body a direction. After a while, the body's going to keep doing it on its own. Just listen, if you tell the body how to brush your teeth, the body's going to brush its teeth on its own. Now, you don't have to think about brushing your teeth. You're going to do it by itself. The deep breathing made me tired. Midnight over here in Germany. It was a pleasure to. Hey, you be safe, okay? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. The slower you're breathing, the safer your body will think. Is place your hand on your heart, and it will bring focus out of your mind, your heart center. We have to give it. So that's how we release it. We owe ourselves a release for 2025, man. If you haven't released yet, it's time to release. It's time to release. How does this sound? Can you guys hear it? Reprogramming the subconscious. Indeed. We have to find a reason to free ourselves. We have to find a reason to free ourselves. It's common. We have to find the reasons. We don't believe the work of us not wanting to. Good. So that's how we do it. That's how we do it. It sounds like peace. You release. Listen, I'm telling you guys, man. A lot of us are carrying a lot of things. When the scripture says you have to return back as a child, you have to become authentic all over again. You have to start fresh. Starting fresh doesn't mean that you forget the people that hurt you. You forget the people that did this to you. You forget what was done to you. It doesn't mean that. But what it means is this. If you lie to me, I won't get offended. It doesn't mean that I give you the responsibility, hey Lyra, to lie to me. I give you the opportunity to lie to me. It means I don't take your lie as in mine. It's not mine. Why should your lie make me suffer? Why should your lie make me suffer? Again, it is not, I don't give nobody the responsibility to make me sick. What you eat don't make me poop. What you say don't make me overthink. What you do don't make me feel. What you do with your own body and your own thoughts and your opinion don't make me suffer. It cannot. And many of us, what you do, I'm offended. What you say, I hurt my feelings. Where you go, I'm so annoyed. What you experience, I'm so bothered. Why? How is that? Why? How? Why does it bother you so much? Because I love them. You don't love them, you love. You just see them. If you love when you see them, remember, love is happening within you, not within them. Thank you, Lindley. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. When you meditate, do you speak out loud or do we speak in our own minds in silence? I can answer the question beautifully. It depends on what you want. Like, for instance, if you want to be present, it is good to speak things out. If your mind takes over you, does anybody here, is there anybody on here? Wait, Lynn, did I answer your question the first time? Is there anybody here who tried to meditate and you can't stay focused? Anybody here? Join, but wow, felt the shift already. Thank you, Lyra. I'm glad. So there's people here, when you try to meditate, you can't stay focused, right? Good. Use your words. Your words, you can hear your words and it keeps you aware. There's no right or wrong way to do it. There's no right or wrong way to meditate. Don't let the image of TV and social media make you think that's the way to do it. There's no way to do it. There is no way not to do it. A matter of fact, one of the greatest things that I do when I meditate, I speak out loud. Health. Healing. Now, imagine if I repeat health and healing. And every time I say health, I imagine me being healthy. Think about it. Every time I say the word health, I am healthy. This will make this affirmation, when I begin to feel and imagine and visualize myself being healthy, that keeps me aware. My own voice keeps me aware. And if my own voice keeps me aware, what happens is I stay in the moment. But if I stay quiet, sometimes I can't stay aware. So my mind keeps changing direction. It keeps shifting places. It keeps going and coming. So try to stay aware by doing anything that you need to do. There's no right or wrong way to meditate. You ain't got to sit up with your legs crossed and your fingers like this. I don't do all those formalities. But doing it over time, I can allow my mind to stay still. Do you see what I'm saying? By doing it so often, I can allow my mind to stay still because it's something I practice. But if you want to stay still, relax your body. The more your body is relaxed, the more still you can be. The more your body is relaxed. And when you come from work and you frustrated, you flustered, and you the body is not going to be still. When I clean, like doing negative things like dishes, but I don't know if I've been fully present. Yeah, your mind is probably not present. Good. So learn to speak things out. Learn to relax the body. When I start meditating, one of my first things that I do is I focus on my breath. As I focus on my breath, if you can listen, first thing first, let me give you some tips. Get in a good position that's comfortable for you. Not restrictive, not painful, that's comfortable. I'm a vocalist, so I notice. Oh, okay, okay. Lara, do you like the color blue? Is blue your favorite color? I take deep breaths. I speak out positivity. I listen to music to relax and calm my mind and body. Yep. First thing first, hey, that's lovely. Get in a good position. Okay? Number two, I'm going to tell you how I meditate. Number two, breathe with your nose. Inhale. Good, Lara. How did I know that? Inhale for 3 to 5 seconds. Exhale for 3 to 5 seconds, all the way out. That's your breath. Number three, as you're doing your breathing, focus on your breath. Just focus on your breath. Just focus on each breath. As you inhale, I am breathing. Exhale, I am present. Seriously, you have to stay focused on your breath. Number four, did I say relax your body already? Relax each body part from the neck down. My shoulders are relaxed. My arms are relaxed. Go from head to toe. Just relax your entire body. Down. Don't rush. You ain't got nowhere to be. Just to listen to where the thoughts take me or be quiet. It's not the wrong way, Janae. Is it singing the video in the blue? See, there you go. So as you relax the body, fifth thing, stay in that space of relax. Out loud, say, my body is now relaxed. Still number four, my body is now relaxed. And just sit there. Still focus on your breath. Now what you want to do, you want to look at your body. Just look at your body. In your mind, look at your body. Scan your body. Because you are present, right? You are focused on this life, this experience, this moment. Scan your body. Go from head to toe. And when I say scan your body, you got to figure out what I meant. Hey, Nani Puffins, thank you so much. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you so much. When I say scan your body, I want you to figure out what I mean. Because that means something to you. Don't worry about what it means to me. What comes to you is what you need. Scan your body. That means you are focused on this area. Go from your head to your toe. Next step, if you want to have time to be focused and be present, you imagine if you're in this room right here, visualize the outside of your house. Not the outside, your close, like outside of your room. Imagine walking around that area. See yourself walking in that area. See how peaceful it is, because you have to create your own space and your own peace. Walk around your home. Make sure it's peaceful. As you walk around your home. Listen, I'm giving you all some tips. You all still there? You all quiet. Are you all hearing my tips? Nanny Puffins, thank you so much. You are so kind. I haven't seen you in forever though. Thank you so much. Oh, you are working? Hey Keys, I want you to walk around your home. And as you walk around your home in your mind, I want you to breathe peace and love around your home. Listen, because that energy in your home affects how you feel when you go outside your room. Okay? It affects how you feel when you walk outside your room. So visualize the outside. Walk around your home. Go from room to room. Go from your kid's room. See everything where you put it. See where everything at. You see how you can be present? This is still present because you are still doing it. You are focused on what you are doing. Walk in your kitchen. And as you breathe love and peace in that area. Because right now your body is at peace. I want to make sure you all understand this. While your body is completely relaxed, while you are present, and while your body is still, and your mind is still, there's no evil thoughts, there's no bad intentions, there's no bad thoughts, there's no bad energy. Right now, you are so powerful, you have no idea how powerful you are. At this moment, you are so powerful that you have no idea how powerful you are, because right now you are pure. You see, you all think that you're not pure because you think you remember the things that you have done. In this moment is all that happens. It's all that matters. It's all that you have. It's all that you are. Nothing else exists besides now. And if you shift now, where you have relaxed your body, good intentions, your breathing, your breath, and you're connected, you are the most powerful human on this planet. And as you walk around, you bless your home. Go outside of, the next step is to go outside of your home. Walk around your neighborhood. And if you do this, you will see how long you can stay in meditation. You can see how long. And then when you're done walking around your home, outside, what you want to do, you want to bring it back inside. And just relax. Now, here is the note. Here is the biggest note. We outside. Everyone said we outside. Thank you, Carmelie. Thank you so much. Now, here's the trick. Let me give you the biggest trick that I'm going to give to anybody. When you meditate, thoughts are going to come. Don't think that they won't come. They're going to come. They're going to come back. And they're going to come back. Okay? Good, Mama, good. When the thoughts come, this is what you do. The average person, you want to get upset or you want to fight what comes. You want to fight your thoughts. You want to, damn. When the thoughts come, all it means is that you are no longer focused on your breath. That means your mind now is, you are aware of the mind. You have shifted from one focus to the next. That's all it means. When the thoughts come, you don't fight the thought. What you do, you shift back to the breath. Do you understand me? When the thoughts come, you shift back. That means my mind is now taken over. What it means now, you shift back to the breath and the thoughts vanishes. That's all that happens. The thoughts are going to come when you are no longer present. When you are not, see, why do you overthink? You are overthinking because you are never present. The only reason why you overthink so much is because you are always never present. Do you understand? The only reason why you are always overthinking or you are always thinking is because your thoughts is like when you are sleeping. You don't control anything in your sleep. A matter of fact, thoughts are the same as sleeping. That means you are unconscious. When you are in your thoughts, you are unconscious. Somebody could be calling your name. Do you hear them? Think about it. Somebody could be calling your name. Do you hear them? You are here. When you are in deep thoughts, do you see in front of you or do you see what's on your mind? What do you think? Do you see what's in front of you or do you see what's on your mind? Do you hear your kids calling you or not? You don't hear them calling you. Why? Because you are sleeping. You are unconscious. You are unconscious. So when you say, well, us women are always overthinking, it's because us women are overthinkers because you cannot be present. It's not a woman thing. It's a human issue. It's not just a woman. Thoughts are like sleep. And the only way how you know that you are thinking is when you snap out of it. Damn, I was thinking. But while you are thinking, you don't know that you are thinking. You are just present in your thoughts. Just like you're sleeping. When you are sleeping, do you know? No, you don't know. You only know that you are sleeping until you wake up. Only when you wake up from your sleep is when you know that you are sleeping. True or false? So that means you are unconscious. And when you are unconscious, things happen. Things happen around you. Staring into space. Things happen around you that you miss everything. You miss the ones who are there to hurt you. You miss the ones who are lying to you. You've been lying to me for 6 years and I didn't. You knew you were just unconscious. You was not present. You was unconscious. Does it make sense now? Relationships and dating. Why do I do this? Because it's not about that. It's deeper than that. It's deeper. It's an unconscious thing. It's unconscious habits that we have. Why do I keep falling for these? Because you are unconscious. You don't control anything when you are unconscious. You don't control anything about you when you are sleeping, can you? You can't eat. You can't thirsty. You can't because you are unconscious. When you become conscious, you can change anything. Can somebody say that? In a coma. When you are in a thought, you are in, listen, can somebody say that, please? Do you get it? You totally get it now? So it's not because you're a woman that's why you overthink. It's because you being in the present is boring to you. Have you read The Power of Now? Oh, of course, of course. That was one of the first book I read. That was one of the first book I ever read. When you are unconscious, you can't change nothing. You can't stop smoking, you can't stop drinking, you can't lose weight because you're unconscious. And you know, the one who is unconscious, the one who is unconscious the most is the one. You want to know? You want me to tell you who is the most unconscious people? You want me to tell you who is the most unconscious? You want to say, please block that troll chicken dipper. I saw his comment. The one who depends on their feelings and emotions to navigate this journey are the most unconscious. Do you know that? Well, the ones that complains too, yeah. But the ones who depend on emotions and feelings, who stays in emotions and feelings, who stay in emotions and feelings. Let me explain that to you. The ones who stay in emotions and feelings is the one who's the most unconscious. Because when you are conscious, what you feel is irrelevant. What you feel is not your business. Because you must do what you want to do. Hey, Vanette, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you doing? It's a change in my daydreams. Overthinking, that's why many go insane. Feeling my way through life and felt over. Yes, because when you stay on your feelings, right? When you stay on your feelings, you get tired all the time. You stay drained. It's like having faith. When you stay on those feelings, you get drained. You stay tired. You don't want to go nowhere, do anything. You just stay tired. You be drained. You always drained. You always anxious. Anxiety is a big part. Depression is huge. You're always sad. You go from sad to happy, back to sad, back to angry. Because those feelings stay on, so it drains. Let me continue. Who uses the power of feelings to move? The blind man or the man who can see? Who feels to walk? A blind man or the man who have two eyes that are working? Who uses feelings? Think about it. Who needs to feel their way through? Not going to speak to a veteran that way. Oh, I didn't even know what they said. Who uses their feelings, their power of feel, the one with the stick? A blind man used the stick to feel. Think about it. That's how he navigated through this life. If you're not blind, you see exactly where you're at. You can see where you're at all times. You can see who's next to you. You can see what's coming. You can see what's not coming. Because you're right there. You are open to seeing everything. See, a man who is conscious, let things be as they are. But you can see yourself and you can see them. There's a separation between them and you. A man who is conscious will always understand there's a separation between me and them. What you do don't affect me. That's you. That's you over there, I'm over here. Seriously. So we have to understand when you are in. See, there's things to look at. There's things about you to look at to see how enlightened that you are. See, many times we are so worried about being hurt and being this. We are always hurt, always suffering, always. Why? Because you just have the feelings on all the time. Feelings stay on. So it's your ego is big. You know what? You know who's always hurt? The biggest ego in the room. The biggest ego. You know who's the shy ones? The biggest egos. You often think that people with big egos ain't shy. They are the shyest people. The one who's afraid to speak. That ego will control your life and make you think that you are okay. The conscious man knows how to walk around the blind. See, listen, if I'm walking, my eyes are open, I'm not bumping into people. Do I? See all these relationships that we have? Why bother me? Why disturb my peace? You're making me see differently. Good. Because when you bump into people, and it's because you're not looking where you're going. You are unconscious. You are daydreaming. You are in your feelings. You are using your feelings to be with people and start relationships with people and end up hurt every single time. So now I'm so tired of being men. I'm so tired of women because you are using your feelings to bump. You're not seeing where you're going, so you bump in. A conscious man or woman understand all the feelings. It's irrelevant. All the feelings. Right. All of it is irrelevant. Not because I have feelings for you. I don't have to have feelings for you. And that makes me want to come to you. No, let's see what you have. Let's see our compatibility. Let's see what makes sense. And if it doesn't, my feelings are irrelevant towards you. I can feel how I want to feel for you. No, it's a big deal. But even though, see, when you time to separate, the one who's unconscious always want to, but I have to go back. I can't do it. Why not? There's a difference between you and them. You are here, they are here. You have a choice. The man who is conscious have a choice. The woman or the man without or who's not or who's sleeping has reactions. Right. The man who is conscious chooses. The one who is sleeping reacts. Now that's a huge test. You all still there? Lindley, you there? Miranda, you there? Who's there? Lisa, you there? Or are you there? A bump will make you react. The one who is conscious will choose. The one who is unconscious will react, just like in your dream. For sharing your insight with it. Thank you, Carmelite. Thank you so much. And so we find ourselves reacting. Oh, you're making supper. You find yourself reacting. Just reacting. Just, You did this, I'm hurt. You did this, I'm sad. You did this, I'm happy. You did this, I'm angry. I'm this. You are just moving because the outside is hitting you. And every time the outside hits you, you move with it. So the outside controls you. People, actions, and their words and their thoughts control you. The weather controls you. Outside control you. How it's supposed to be control you. Oh, I think I was hitting the table. Yeah, I was hitting the table. So we have to understand. You have to choose. So when I tell people choose your feelings, how do you choose your feelings? You do it all the time, but you just don't know that you are doing it. Do you know that? You're choosing your feelings, by the way, but you just don't know that you are choosing because you are sleeping. But the first one that comes is the one that you choose. Listen, the first one that comes is the one that you choose. Because you don't really believe since you are sleeping, you can't change it. Remember, if you are unconscious, you cannot change it. This is the biggest part of this lesson tonight. As we go into the season of freedom, as we go into this season of freedom, we have to understand it's chosen for you, Janae. It's chosen. It's chosen. It's being chosen. Everyone, everything, all your partners, all your husbands, because you are not aware. So when something happens on the outside, when somebody says this and think this and do this to you, here comes his feelings. And you pick the right one. You pick the first one that comes. And you think that's the one that you should pick. And you call it emotional intelligence many times. Ooh, I can understand. I researched the term emotional intelligence. I don't like how we think things should mean. Emotional intelligence, meaning the ability to understand and manage your own emotions, as well as recognize and influence the emotions of others. You hear the definition of being emotional intelligent? You don't choose your feelings, you choose whether you entertain and feel the feelings that you are meant to come and go. And then you can choose the one that you want to stay. You can choose your feelings too. I choose my feelings. I really do. Intentionally. Emotional intelligence, the ability to manage both your emotions and understand the emotions of people around you. And understand the emotions. So, emotional intelligence, the ability to manage both your emotions and understand the emotions of people around you. So, when you're angry, you don't want to hit nobody, you know? You don't want to, you know, yell and scream, right? Because you can manage your emotion, right? You can manage the emotions. You know what I mean? You can, you don't want to hurt nobody because you know it's stupid. You don't have to make nobody feel bad for what they are doing out loud and embarrass them because you are mad. So emotional intelligence, and you understand when somebody is angry. So you know what to do. Okay, I see you angry. I'll be quiet for a while because I know you're angry. Because if I get angry too, then we both lose it, and then we both lose, right? So emotional intelligence, I get it. I understand that. You didn't trick the feeling. Yes, yes, yes. We got it. Got it, Ron. I got it. So that's emotional intelligence. Now, for me, uh, I think it's a more of a spiritual awareness. It's an emotional awareness. Because for me, some emotions are not worth holding on to for long. I understand the anger, but not that I could manage it to act and carry out not being hitting nobody. Now I can see it. Oh, okay, what you did offended my ego. Because it's all about the ego, right? What you're doing offended the way how my ego, because now you have went against who I think I am, right? That's what anger comes from. You did something against who or my identity. So I'm angry. You offended me. I'm angry, right? My identity. Now I just passed that because you don't know who I am. You won't know who I am. You can't know who I am, and you can't affect me. So therefore, I don't even take the first step. I don't want to take the first bite because I know you are not talking about me. You can't talk about me. You can't know me. You don't really know me. I don't really know you. You don't really know them. They don't really know who you are and they don't know them. So I went past that to understand. You ask what I'm saying? I went past that to understand. Jenny said you weren't meant for this. Janae, what do you mean? I was meant for this. Meant for what? Janae said you was meant for this. Meant for what? So see. Yeah. Starburst is still there. I see you. Man, my phone tripping now. I shouldn't have touched it. I shouldn't have touched it. Give me a second. I shouldn't have touched it. If you look at others as yourself and ask yourself why would cause them to act that way, what was I feeling or believing when I've acted like that, you can easily let things go. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, it was loose. Oh, you're here. Okay, Star Wars, I see you. I forget what I was saying now. What was I saying? I totally forgot what I was saying. I think it's time for me to go because I forgot. Um, I forgot what I was saying. Completely, it went. Remember what I was saying? We are vulnerable when we sleep because we are unconscious. That is why the more spiritually strong you become, you won't be as vulnerable. That's why it's good to get close to God spiritually. Indeed. Indeed, 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 indeed. When you first start doing that, how do you deal with people you love when they wanted to share their feelings that you didn't want to feel? It looks like you don't. It looks like you don't get. It looks that way. The people who know me and who loves me, they understand what I'm doing. They understand my practice. Like my spouse understand my practice. I had to get her on board. I'm like, listen, it's not that I don't care. I remember one day we had like a conversation. And she said, but you don't even care. I said, no, 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 no. Don't, don't ever think that. I said, but let me explain to you what I do. I have to choose how I feel. Because if I choose to feel what you feel, then we are both gonna fail. I give you your time to feel how you want to feel, but I know I practice differently. Not that I know better, but I do know better. I get why you feel the way you feel, but you don't understand what I'm doing. I'm changing the outcome. He said, what do you mean? You don't care? I said, I'm changing the outcome. She said, how? With my feelings. With my feelings. I am putting the feeling that you want to experience in the end, that I want to experience in the end, and I'm bringing that feeling, and my feeling, trust, believe it or not, is stronger than yours. I say I'm changing the outcome with my feeling because I know that my feelings has power. All our feelings has power. And after a time, she realizes who I am and what I do and what I practice. So she understands what I do. People don't get it. People will not get it. They probably will think that you don't care. Sometimes you have to, hey, I do care. But if I feel how you think I'm supposed to feel, then we don't win. Thank you. Seriously, we don't win. Hey, Kathy, how we doing? We don't win. If you do something and I begin to feel scared and feel I can't win. So let me feel let me feel. Just give me a second. And after a while, she realizes what I do. She learns what I do. She knows what I do. She sees what I do. She sees it over and over and over. So she understands. Actually, I think she do it now too. I think she do it now because she doesn't stress anymore. I don't hear her complain. I don't hear her fuss. I don't hear her fuss at work. She's a peaceful human because I think she sees what I do and what I practice. And my whole household is peaceful. I just wanted to come over here and say thank you for being a truth sayer. I listen, I learn, I practice, and never looked back, and everything is. Thank you so much. I love it. Thank you so. See, that makes me smile. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm happy. Kathy, I'm doing amazing too. I'm doing amazing too. Thank you for coming. And they think I'm being nonchalant. Right. But you have to do it because you know what you are doing. People want to suck you in with their emotions. You don't even care. You know how many times I've been told, you don't even care. But then after I explain myself, they're like, is that really what you do? Yes, it's actually what I do. Because I'm responsible for what I create. Yeah. I am responsible for what I create. I am responsible for what I attract. Listen, when I took responsibility, years ago, when I learned that you are responsible for what you attract, don't believe in the it's not personal saying. If I react to another person's choice, I'm taking it personal. Not because they meant it or did it because of me, but because I took it personal. To me, it's a problem. I get you. I get you. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying again. What was I saying again? I was saying something just now. I totally forgot. Your fault, Miranda. You don't get it. Yeah. So when I learned you are responsible, when I learned you are responsible for this, I took responsibility. I no longer give people. I remember the time when me and her was subjected to be in trouble by the law. And she was, Kirk, why are you so calm? Because I can't do what you do. You don't see what you are doing. I see what I'm doing. It's different. You're coming from a whole different place. I'm coming from see, you don't see what you are doing. Yeah, I say, you don't see what you are doing, so you are doing it. You are creating that ending that you are feeling, but you don't see it, so I don't blame you. I get it. But let me work. Let me work. And sometimes, as a couple, unfortunately, you have to work 100% while they are working 10%. And that's perfectly fine because everybody is different in their own. Listen, they're all different. They're, so I'm like, okay, I understand why you feel. I can't tell you not to feel that. I get what you feel. I get why you feel how you feel. But let me do what I do. Just let me do what I do. And after I did what I did, and I was doing what I was doing, she joined me. She joined me. She joined me. She said, okay, I'm going to trust this. I said, let me do it. So, sometimes in relationships, man, you got to take the 100%. Sometimes it's going to just be you. Yeah, I got to trade for the both of us. Aura, let me work. I had to tell her, let me work. It was tiring. To create is tiring. To create situations is very tiring because for 3 days I did that work. Every day I did that work and I was just tired. I was just sleepy. I'm going to sleep. And she's like, you tired again? Yes, because you don't understand my ability to work and to focus and to see and to visualize and to feel and to put all my feelings had to stay on for 3 days straight. And after 3 days, I swear to God, I promise you, after 3 days, when my mind, when my mind and my energy went there for 3 days, my body says, okay, it's done. I promise you, I was like, wait, is that? I'm like, that reminds me of something. I'm like, that reminds me of something. I'm like, that reminded me of something. It reminded me of those 3 days that Christ was in the grave. It really did, because I'm like, after 3 days, after I did it and did and I worked and I worked and I felt and I felt and I felt, because I couldn't allow the outside experience to consume my energy. I am, who me, Miranda? Sending Christ to die for us while we were still sinners. Morgan, I think you just made me sneeze. Thank you, though. Listen, 2025, the year of freedom. When you begin to start being free, life is different. Life will go the way how you want it to go. And even if it doesn't, you won't even see a difference. You won't even be able to tell. When life begins to move, you won't even see a difference, man, because one of my favorite quotes is, if it happens, I'm okay. And if it doesn't happen, I'm okay. And when you start to live that way, hey Sharon, when you start to live that way, I realize, ain't that serious. If you stay, it's good. If you don't stay, it's good. If we speak, we're good. And if you don't want to speak anymore, I'm still good. Because trust is internal. I trust that everything works for my good. I do. Seriously. Yeah, Aura. I trust that everything works for my good. I have to. And when I trust that, the breakup, I'm good. The marriage, I'm good. The divorce, I'm good. The job, I'm good. I didn't get paid today, I'm good. Next week, I'm good. It doesn't make a difference because I believe, and I know it sounds cliche. I know everything, I know everybody says, all things work together for my good, but you don't really believe that though. You don't really believe that. Because it sounds good, and we repeat it, but yet we fuss and we fight and we argue and we complain and we're scared. So we don't really believe it. It says it, we say it with our mouths, but we are far from it from our hearts, right? We say it with our mouths, but we are so far from it with our hearts, right? The people speak me with their mouths, they acknowledge me with their mouths, but their hearts are so far from me. We say it, but when you understand this concept of energy, if it happens, it's good. And if it doesn't happen, it is good. The power that you begin to recognize within yourself, it is amazing. It is amazing. It is powerful. It is overwhelming. It's magic. It is magic, man. Yeah. Power, Susan, for real. Somebody said, bro, be yapping. Of course. This stream helped hit the reset button. Good. Good. I'm telling you, it's really good. I just think that we have a vision of what's good. I think we have an idea of what's good. I don't have an idea of what's good and what's bad. whatever is good is good. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Me too, Jenny. Me too. Yep. Oh, so can we truly be free as a people if everything is under control by a group of people? I feel you though. There's this freedom that you can have, that you get to choose what you do, who you are, how you feel, your sicknesses, your health. Same to you, Vinette. You can be true as a people no matter who's over you. You can be free. You know, the scriptures showed us that many times. No matter who is over us, we can still be free. Seriously. Freedom is a mind thing. Freedom is not, you know, whoever is in government, who's ever, you know, when you understand your energy and how to connect it to finances and emotions and attract to whatever you want to attract it to, you get to be free. Seriously, you get to be free. No matter who's ahead, who's at work, where you're at, freedom is a choice. You all, let me go. I have to go. Oh, Queen of Curls, you still here? I thought you was gone. I thought you was gone. I'll save it. I'll save it. You all, listen. Thanks for listening. Thanks for coming in and helping me yap, like somebody said. I'll be yapping, helping me and yapping with me, and commenting and speaking, and you know, sharing with me your energy, um, sharing with me your time and your effort. I appreciate you guys. Um, yeah. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys another time. Okay, okay, Miranda. Okay, I have to wait a couple minutes. Okay, I think Miranda's helping someone. So yeah, so you all be blessed over here on IG, and I'll see you guys another time. All right. And listen, if you haven't subscribed, listen, if you subscribe, for my subscribers, we meeting every Saturday at. Hey, wait, before you guys go, let's do 2 p.m. on Saturdays. Can we do 2 p.m. on Saturdays? Can we do 2 p.m. for my subscribers? Can we do 2 p.m. instead of 1 p.m. or 1 p.m. is stuck? Because we're still doing that same book. We're going to continue. We're going to start up this Saturday. If it's 2 p.m. is good on Saturday for the one who subscribe, not subscribe, my members, my YouTube members. Okay, good. So it works. Okay, yes. So we are on the book. We are still on. Feeling is the secret. This is the book that we are on. Feeling is the secret. It's gonna be on Zoom for my subscribers on IG. I'm gonna send you the link for my Zoom on Saturdays. Okay, and we're gonna meet on Zoom. You can bring your videos in, or you can leave your videos out. But we meet on Zoom on Saturdays about 2 p.m. on Zoom, and we discuss the book that we are reading. Okay, so 2 p.m. is perfect. Okay, good. So no. So I'll send the link. I send the link every Friday night. Okay, so you have the link Friday night, so that you can be ready. So I'll send the link to my subscribers here in my subscribers group on IG, and I'm gonna send the link on YouTube to my YouTube members. And so we're gonna meet Saturday at 2, and this is the book that we are doing. Okay. All right, so if you want to subscribe or become a member, please do so by clicking the link. I'll see you guys another time. All right, y'all be blessed. Love you guys. Peace. And for the ones who are, hey Miranda, let me know when you are finished. Free. Yes, Julia. Okay, good. I will see you guys. Amazing. Okay. Shoot. How do we? Hey, Kiona, put your cash up real quick. Put your cash up there. Kiona. You been in here and being stranded? Put your cash up on the screen. Really quick. What's your cash app? Let's do some assistance real quick. Nah, I'm okay. Where? Is she still there? Is she still there? Hey, Miranda, is she gone? Okay, what's your cash app? Really quick, because I really have to go. Okay, good. Okay, so, okay, good. You email me. All right, thank you, and I will do what I do, okay? You all be blessed. I'll see you guys later. All right, bye. How do I end this? Yep.